Are we centered?
Do I need to move over?
Yeah, a little bit. There you go. Perfect.
Yeah, it feels like you're super close together, but when it's on camera, like
Yeah.
Chris and I felt like I was sitting on her, but when we looked at the video, it's like we were far apart.
Yeah.
All right, we're going.
All right, we're good. We're good. We're good. Hey, how you doing? This is Cade. I'm here with my best friend and confidant, Todd Benedict, TB. How you doing, TB?
Good. How y'all doing?
All right, all right. Old Todd came in from Kerrville to visit us here at All Saints Recovery, and we were just talking about good times. You remember when we met? How we met?
Yeah, I was driving. I was driving the druggie buggy.
That's it.
In treatment, taking you to an AA meeting.
That's it. We were at Starlight Recovery Center in the Hill Country, and I was there in treatment, and Todd was working there. LCDCI.
Yeah, I taught him everything he knew.
There it
everything
is.
he knows.
There it is. There it is. Todd would not stop at McDonald's no matter how much I asked. I said, please, Todd, I just need a burger, bro. Please, Todd, let me just get a burger. I will buy you a burger. I will buy everybody at Starlight a burger. And Todd said, no can do.
Nope.
No can do.
Rule follower right here.
That's it. We work an honest program. So let's see. Todd, you've been sober for how long?
22 and a half years.
22 and a half years. Good Lord. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And indeed. All right. Well, you know I'm going to ask, how do you stay sober for 22 and a half years?
Man, working the steps every single day, being accountable and sponsor, having a group of friends that I'm accountable to, and just one step at a time, man. Just staying connected, being accountable, having fellowship, and just doing the deal.
That's it. Todd, you go to a lot of meetings.
I go to enough meetings.
You go to enough meetings. You used to go to a lot of meetings.
Yeah, I used to go to. I'm kind of busy now. I have one. Well, we have a Bible study group that we go to every other Thursday, men's Bible study group, and then every Wednesday I'm at my home group.
Indeed.
Every Wednesday. Outpost.
Hey, and tell. Let's talk about that Bible study. You've been going to that Bible study for how long now?
Geez, probably 10 years.
It's
over
been
10
a while,
years.
yeah.
Yeah, you started that Bible group, and it just kind of grew, and now it's Dr. Boone, medical director, also attends that and leads that group. So
Indeed.
It's one of the few things I look forward to a lot of things, but it's one of the most pleasurable things I look forward to.
Indeed. Man, that Bible study is great. I remember when we asked Dr. Boone to do that, we were kind of just a few knuckleheads getting in the Bible and working our way through it, understanding what we understood, looking up and researching what we didn't understand, and we wanted to do something a little bit more challenging. We were in the gospel. Gospel was great. We were enjoying it. It made sense to us. We knew about the healing power of Jesus, but we wanted to do something a little more challenging, and we decided to do Revelation.
Yeah.
And we were like, man, we flipped open Revelation and we started, and we were like, maybe we should get some help on this one.
I literally had no idea what we were getting into. I thought he was just going to, break down, but ever since we spent probably 30 minutes on one sentence.
Yep, we did.
30 minutes on one sentence.
There'd be one night he would come over there, and for an hour and a half, it would be literally, we would get 2 sentences in, and that would be all that we broke down. And it was great. And so anyway, he's an awesome teacher, Dr. Boone, amazing people, amazing teacher. He did a great job. And he's still running that group, still providing, still cooking or getting brisket and barbecue. And
breaks bread.
I tell you, hey, if you're in Kerrville, Texas, you need a good Bible study. There's one out in the Hill Country on Shepherd Reese Road. Well, cool. So TB, you and I, TB's got a million nicknames. TB, Todd B, T Bizzle, Benedict Arnold.
Yeah.
No. We got a lot. Everybody loves old TB and knows Todd. Solid guy, solid man in recovery, good godly man, honest man, fun guy. We have also played on the same championship softball team.
Yep. World famous lickety split.
Lickety split. That's it. Also been a good run for 10 plus years. So maybe even more than that.
Probably.
Yeah, that was fun. We had a good time. Do you remember when we were playing? Was it San Diego? No, maybe it was in Las.
No, it was in Las Vegas. Yeah.
It was in Las Vegas, and
I was about to bring that up. We were down by 30.
we were down by 30.
We walked probably 25 of those runs.
We did.
we made a comeback in the last inning, and we tied it. Went into extra innings, which means I started at second base,
Yep.
and I think there was 2 outs.
Yep.
And then there was a hit in the outfield. I ran and I slipped and stumbled and lost this game midway through. So I was not the hero of that game. And our season was over.
It was over, but I'll tell you what, number one, we did come back 30 runs. I'm not even sure anybody in the history of softball has
30,
been able
no.
to do that. But the best part of that entire story is that Todd did slip and fall and crushed our souls in the slip. But then on the drive back home, we're dirty and we're bloody and we're all quiet and we're in the van and nobody's talking. And do you remember what you said?
Let's go gamble? What did I
Well,
say?
that was the second thing you said. You told the story of was it Kobe Bryant or you were like, you remember when it was an iconic sports story that you told just out of the blue, and it had to do with one person on the team making a mistake, and God, it was so funny. I really wish I could remember exactly what it was. But anyway, that lickety split, that softball is good. What do you say? Like, I mean, we have a lot of young people that go through the program that you work at, La Hacienda, and then the program here, All Saints Recovery. Young people having fun, getting active. I mean, I think we were just out there talking about, what softball meant to I mean, to me for sure, probably the best, some of the best, time of my life. What is that softball experience? And you're still playing, yeah?
Yeah, it's part of my life.
It's good stuff. And
Yeah, every Tuesday, every Monday night, I'm out there doing it year round.
Absolutely, and it's good for young people and good for old people too. So I started off when we first started. I started off shortstop, and then I got moved to third base after a couple seasons, and then a couple more seasons I got moved over to second base. Played second base for a while, and then I got moved to first base. And you know what comes after first base? Right field.
Bench coach. Oh, right
Right field.
Right
And I was not playing right field. So yeah, I hung them up after I could see it coming. They were like, "Hey, Cade, you ever played outfield?" I'm like, "I'm good. I'm out. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Thank you."
You know what I've moved all way past that. So now I'm like coach.
Yeah.
You ever try
That's it.
coach?
I need to try coach.
Make the lineups.
Indeed.
Root your team on. You got coach. You got a good coach speech. You got a
got-
good story for everything.
I love
Good
motivational
motivator. Yeah.
motivational speeches all
Yeah.
the way. Indeed, that's awesome. So let's talk real quick about. So you are at La Hacienda.
Mm-hmm.
How long you been there?
About 12 years, a little over 12 years.
La Hacienda in the Hill Country, maybe one of the best treatment centers to ever do it. Phenomenal clinical department, phenomenal 12-step component. Obviously got Chris out there, and you got a new clinical director now, Aaron, who's got big shoes to fill with old JB, Janet Blackburn moving on, and then you got the best medical department.
Right.
So you guys really have the trifecta there, and I worked there for a while. Todd and I did. What do you think makes La Hacienda? I mean, nobody's a bigger fan of that program than me, but what do you think makes that so special?
Well, the owners, their philosophy's always been patient first, employee second, and then the bottom line takes care of itself. So that's, for as long as I've worked there and before then, that's just what I've seen. So it's just great culture, and they just, they want to help people. So in setting up, giving patients a good foundation for recovery, and then making a good plan for them afterwards for providers like All Saints Recovery and other reputable IOP programs and sober livings.
Yep, absolutely. Say it again. It was patient first,
Yeah.
and then what?
Employee second.
Employee second,
And then
the
bottom line.
Bottom line takes care of itself. I love that. We need to put that on a bumper sticker. I'm not sure I've worked at a program that didn't like La Hacienda that does not truly practice that way. And I think as a professional in the industry, in the substance abuse and mental health industry that we work in, I think that everything that I learned about how to do things the right way really came from my experience there, and I'll be forever grateful for that place. It's an amazing place, and the CEO who's not there anymore, Art Vanderveer, amazing guy, just great guy. Learned so much from him, and it's just a great team. You guys have a great team. So anyway, all right, man. Anything else we wanna chop up before we let go?
So, two things y'all brought up: softball and Bible study. Both having worked in the Trenton industry forever. Can each of you? It's a voluntary commitment to go and do those things with people that are sober, work in a program. Can you guys elaborate on how important those things are to go to an in-person community, to be seen so often that when you're not seen, people are like, "Where the hell did he go?" And be tipped off because clients are told this over and over and over again, but they don't hear it from people that actually do it out in the real world.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one for you. Something you told me a long time ago. It's just recovery is about plugging in. You know what I mean? You got to plug in every single day, whether that's, you definitely got to plug in with God. You know what I mean? But plug in with your people. Find something that you're good at, that you're passionate about, and with friends that can, like I said, just hold you accountable. I mean, that's
absolutely. I agree with that. I agree with that wholeheartedly. And I think for us, it's like the recovery that happened while we were in that dugout, and I mean, victories and losses. Sometimes we get spanked 40-2 by all the former college players who are reliving their glory days. No offense, guys. But we take some whoopings out there, and even that was fun. And the conversations about whatever we're going through in that dugout, or and then and when we did have some success, the one time we pulled off, we talked about this earlier, we won this tournament, this sober tournament with like 300-400 people, and we took first place, and you would have thought we won the World Series. And I mean, literally, like, I'll be 95 years old. I forget what I'm saying halfway through sentences now, right? But I will never forget the experience of winning that. And so, yeah, I think anything, man. I think, the Bible studies we plugged into, the restaurants that we went out to eat at, the barbecues, the cook-offs, all that stuff, man. It's just when you're doing it with people you love and your brothers, and you're having fun, then you bring God everywhere. And you're talking about the relationship you have with God, in all different types of atmospheres. And I love that. I just love that. So I moved on to pickleball. So anyway, pickleball is one of the greatest sports ever. It is a phenomenon, and you can be old and fat and have bad knees, and still be amazing at pickleball. And that, my friend, is a sport. So I just like to say that too.
So within the Bible study, like you both were saying, you weren't incredibly deep, well-versed. I think you were like, I don't even know what we're doing.
Yeah.
When we're going in there. And having, how did getting a better understanding of what exactly Christianity is, what exactly Christ said, the application in real life in the Bible, how did that strengthen your recovery? How did you pair that? How do you still pair that?
Yeah.
Good.
I mean, I got to tell you, I love that question, and I'll tell you this: it's like the Bible's an instruction manual, right? Like it is, the 12 steps really came from the Bible, right? And Bill Wilson came around like a genius that he was, and he put them in order for us, right? Because we were all very undisciplined people, and he put them in order for us. But the Bible taught us these things early on, and I think for the first 20 years of my life, I read the Bible, right, at Sunday school, occasionally on Wednesdays when I would make it up there, and then on Sundays, and even in like certain times of my life, I would read the Bible, but I never put any of that really into action, right? And so I think then in my older life, and really identifying how much I needed it, like what comes to mind is discipleship, right? So discipleship, and the root word of that is discipline. And I am so undisciplined, like so undisciplined. And so for me, having somebody like Dr. Boone, and then, all the guys that were in that Bible study with us together, and us kind of, the aha moments where we really didn't understand what the significance of maybe one of the scriptures, one of the chapters that we were going through. maybe we didn't really understand the significance until it was broken down for us, right? And realize that that's instructions, right? That's God telling us how He wants us to live, and so anyway, yeah, I think if you're not in the Bible on a regular basis, on a consistent basis, you need to be. It's got every answer you need. And there are weeks and months that go by, and I am deep in it. And then there are weeks and months that go by, and I'm not. And you can tell the difference on how I'm living, how I'm behaving, and how I'm feeling. So anyway, it's a great question, and yeah, I think it is the instruction manual on how to be a happy person. So.
Yeah, I know Dr. Boone, he talks about, so there's the big book, and then there's the big book. And so it's, it's the big book is like first step Christian principles. And so having him, when he would come out, he would break down everything. And my comprehension of the Bible is just, I can't comprehend it. So he would bring it into layman's terms, and then he would bring up, current events and how there's kind of the same, and mainly that that it's okay to fail, you know what I mean, and we're all going to fail, and just that we're here together to support each other, and just having Dr. Boone lead the services. He says he's not perfect, and he's someone that would religiously, first thing he does when he gets up before he does anything is read his Bible, you know what I mean? And then he does that before work and then before he goes to bed. And so that's just someone I really look up to. And I wish I could say I have that discipline. I don't. And sometimes I don't even open it up until we get to the Bible study. So, but that's where I'm at sometimes. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'll just add to that. I think the misconception is for so many people that you have to read through the Bible, understand everything you read, and then get to the end and say, I made it. And really, sometimes I get through a single, a single chapter, right, if that. And at the end of the chapter, I'm like, all right, I have no idea what I just read. So I'll start back over, and then, and I'll slow down a little bit. And sometimes, probably not enough, not as often as I should, I'll spend a little bit of time breaking down or looking up kind of what I just read, just to see if there's an explanation somewhere about exactly what I just read, and I think that's the power, right? Like it's like life, right? It's not necessarily the wins and the completions and the accomplishments and the to-do lists and the checklists that we get to finish up. It's the ride, right? It's the ride. So the Bible is the experience. Like it's the experience. It's the not understanding a couple of sentences and asking somebody or looking it up yourself. I hate to say it, but sometimes ChatGPT give you a couple extra little pieces of nuggets of wisdom that can really kind of help you out, at least get you over the hump of something that's complex. And so anyway, yeah, I think that is what if I get one message to any of the young men and guys that I work with or help in any way is that just spend the time, just do it, right? You don't have to understand it, you don't have to be a scholar, you don't have to get through the whole book in a certain period of time. It's just the ride, it's the experience.
Yeah, and he also talks about just, belief in God. It's easy to believe in God when everything's going great, but when you're going through crisis as well, just know that God's got your back, and He's there with you, and you're going to get through that with Him. So I think that's one of the valuable lessons I learned from study as well.
Yep, no, 100%. The friendships that were born in that Bible study and that are still super strong today. Because what you said just kind of made me think. When I struggled years ago and came back to Texas, there was several members of that Bible study that I connected with quickly. Todd being one of them, and it was like we never skipped a beat. And so, and whether and that was the friendship, right, that supported that, but. It was the friendship based on the principles that we learned about every week, eating barbecue and brisket and getting in that word together and strengthening that bond. So, you find your tribe, you find your people when you're on a mission together, and I think that Bible study was a mission. I think lickety split softball was a mission too. Yeah. So I'll tell you that.
30 runs.
It was
Dirty.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'm still going to deliver a little humility in the end, but let me show you that anything is possible. That's it. That's it. That's it. All right. Well, it's been an honor to hang with my boy Todd. I love seeing you.
Thank you.
You're getting swole too, man.
little.
You're always swole. Todd loves the gym. That's another
Yeah.
thing people get into.
Yeah.
People are like, man, when I got sober, I got in the gym. I just love the gym. I need
Well,
the gym.
I don't love the gym.
No, you don't, but you stayed committed. You stayed committed.
Yeah, I just treat it like a job. So
You know, it's like pickleball, kind of like pickleball, isn't it?
You're easily 3 weeks into your pickleball career now.
Yep. I'm fourth week.
I've never actually played pickleball. So
That's the beauty. You,
might-
don't ever have to.
Yeah. Huh? You don't played once?
And you
Yeah,
were pretty
so we're about
good.
to find out.
Okay, yeah.
That's it. Look, if you're good at ping pong, you can be
Do you
good at
have to be
pickleball.
good at tennis?
No,
No.
you have to be good
Okay.
at ping pong.
Okay, I mean,
That helps.
It's a different game.
Yeah.
I got glass knees.
yeah, no, I have bad knees too.
Yep, so I do too. You can have all of that. You can weigh 700 pounds and still crush people. It's I don't know who invented it, but he was out of shape and old and a genius.
Yeah.
So
Probably a trillionaire now.
he is. It's a great sport. All right, God bless you guys. Thank you. Much love. All Saints Recovery. La Hacienda. Indeed. Doses.